Frederick Douglass once said, "It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." This is so true. As a counselor, so many times parents come to me with a teenager who is out of control or hostile or depressed, which is the exact opposite of hostile and yet caused by often some of the same things. And I'm sad because they're already broken. I'd like to have them before they're 5. And the parents will say to me, well, before they were 5, they were fine. And I think to myself, but were they really? Were they really? And I say this because I'm trained in the first 5 years of life and the skills that are important for a child in the first 5 years of life. But my life has taken me to working with adolescents for many years, and those adolescents were at risk adolescents, that's what they're called. At risk for what? At risk for depression, at risk for drug use, at risk for moving into a violent cycle of life. And what I often found in working with those adolescents was the exact skills that I would teach the children under 5 is what I would look for in that personality of the teenager sitting in front of me. And I would figure out, what skill are they missing? Are they missing friendship skills? Are they feeling lonely because they don't know how to make a friend? Do they not know how to deflect and socialize in a situation where today, and even before I was born, I have news for you, it hasn't really changed. Kids can be cruel. They'll say things. They'll make fun of your name. They'll make fun of anything just to get a laugh. Not all kids. Not all kids. But it's usually the kids who are scared you're going to make fun of them. So they have this philosophy in their head, they'll get you first, right? And then they'll get their team, and once they have a team, they can't get you. Well, the thing is that we call that today a bully, and if that's happening to you, don't respond. Don't respond. If you respond by going, that's not nice, I'm telling, oh my God, they think that's so funny, don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't respond. Look at them like, you're pathetic. That's the best you can do, right? And just walk away. It's the best thing. Once they they're looking for somebody they can get a reaction from. Somebody who's going to get scared. Somebody who's going to cry, right? It starts in the first 5 years of life. So all of a sudden I've got a teenager in front of me and the parents telling me that this kid's being bullied. He didn't start being bullied when he turned 16. He's been bullied since nursery school. It just hasn't stopped. And now here he is, right? And what's the reasons? Because a lot of times we don't have the social skills on how to deal with it. Now there's children who instinctively know what to do. Somebody will say, your hair looks stupid. And they'll say, yeah, well, I guess you know what stupid looks like. You look in the mirror every day. Boom, those two are best friends, right? If you don't have those instincts and you're really a sensitive introvert and you go to school and somebody says your hair looks stupid, the next day you're standing in the mirror for hours trying to figure out how you can get your hair to look smart, right? And it's just never going to happen because your hair didn't look stupid. They just were saying something that was mean and you internalized it. And it's up to us as parents to let our children know the social skills on how to handle these things that are thrown at us from the time we put them out there in the world. And we put them out very early today. We put them out in daycare at maybe 3 months old, right? But from the time they can sit, from the time they can walk, from the time they're actually interacting with other children is the times we have to teach them the skills on what they need. If we don't, we're going to have to fix the broken ones when they're teenagers. So there's a book called The Parenting Manual. I wrote it. It's ready for you. It has almost every skill that a parent needs to teach a child in the first 5 years of life. It has the rules to bring into the family, and how to implement them into the family. Because you might say to yourself, what are our rules? But if you don't know, then they don't know. And if they don't know, how can they follow them, right? What does your child need to do as soon as he wakes up in the morning? And if you say to yourself, as soon as he wakes up, and if you're already hesitating, then he doesn't know, right? Things have to be taught, and they have to be taught at the right time. If you say to your child, go to your room and think about what you did, that's absolutely a sentence that is not going to get you what you want. What do you want? You want a child who is doing the right behavior. So maybe you need a timeout from him right now. Not that he needs a timeout from you, though. So maybe, you know what you just did is unacceptable. It can never happen again. Let's take some space from each other. I'm going to think about what you did and how I can teach you to do it better. And you think about how you could have done it better. And we're going to meet up in 2 minutes. I'll come get you. And we're going to talk about this. Because I don't know about you, but I'm really sad right now. Maybe you're angry. And it's okay. But it doesn't have to be like this. There's a whole nother way we could have handled that. Right? All of a sudden it becomes a teaching moment. I suggest that you work on learning the skills and implementing them into your child's life before the first 5 years. In the parenting manual, it also goes into the skills that of when they start to move into school. What are the friendship skills? What are the leadership skills? What are the refusal skills? These are important skills. How do you have a party? What are the partying skills? Because if we don't teach them as teenagers how to party, they're going to figure out from their friends how to party, and it's not always the smartest, safest way, right? So I encourage you to pick up this manual. I don't know why they didn't give it to us when the baby was born. I mean, give me a can opener, it's got a manual. Give me a baby and there's no manual. Come on. So let me know down below if you want me to send this out to you. And that is your Bubbie pin for today. Who am I? I'm Bubbie. I'm a grandmother, and I like to post these every day. So in case you're going through what I've been through in life, maybe I can help you. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. That's your Bubbie pin for today.